Hey Vlogstice! It's the last day of Vlogstice, except it's not really. Today's the day before the last day of Vlogstice. There's probably going to be footage from both days in the last video, but this is the last video of Vlogstice. I am still awake, and I should not be. It's 5 a.m. I am just finishing, well, my previous Vlogstice video just finished rendering. I should have gone to bed when I started it rendering and just let it render while I slept, but instead I wanted to catch up on watching some other YouTube videos, and so I sit and crochet and work on stuff while I do that, and that was at about 2 a.m. Should have just gone to bed then, but I didn't feel tired because I've been sleeping in a lot, so I overslept, so I wasn't tired, so I wanted to stay up and work on stuff, and so I did that, and then 3 hours later, I really need to go to bed. I'm supposed to be getting up in like 5 hours to try to go to the post office and the bank before I have my partner come over and we work on stuff around the house. And my lips are really dry and chapped, and I cannot find my other chapsticks, or I've been using one, it's just like not working very well. So I am using my ELF lip exfoliator. I don't know if it's focusing because I can't see what the camera sees. So if I just hold it here for a little bit, it'll definitely focus by the time that I am over it. But it's a really cool thing, and it smells amazing, and it's vegan. Thank you, McKenna, for telling me that. So now I know. But it's basically like a sugar scrub for your lips, and it smells amazing, and it tastes amazing. And my lips are really bothering me because they're really dry, so I just wanted to do that before I go to bed. Now I'm going to bed. I'll see you when it's daylight out. So we just went to lunch, and now we're gonna go to the dollar store to get some lights for my tree and a little tree skirt, and then go to some other places if things are not at the dollar store. You got a tree skirt from the dollar store. Bam. It's got snowflakes on it. And I got a new ornament with a jingly bell. And we got lights. And I'm wearing festive YouTube socks. Hooray. And there are lights. We have store and lights. And now I can start putting ornaments on. I gotta go find the rest of them. So I have my seasonal box, which I think I mentioned the other day. This is the other ornament that I got from one of the Christmas Eve services at my UU church that I was talking about that has ribbons in it. If my autofocus would like to focus, that'd be great. Merry Christmas. It has ribbons in it. So we'll put that on there along with the other stuff. Here's the tree the next day in daylight. There's a few more things on it than there were last night, but not a lot. And I finally got my wreath hung up, so it's up there now. Today I have to go to the bank and the post office because I didn't get around to doing that yesterday. We went out to lunch and went and bought lights for the tree and then came back and decorated it. And so I have to do that today, which mostly involves writing little notes and things. I might want to go to the library to print out something that is going to get sent to all of the packages so that I don't have to write it out multiple times, in which case I'll be making 2 trips out of the house today to go to the library and then come back and package everything and then go to the post office, and I can stop by the bank either one of those times. And then I don't have any specific set plans until later tonight, but I might try to go see someone else today. I might go visit Grandma. I don't know. I'm not gonna have time for all that. I just know I'm not. I woke up to a text message from my brother. Apparently he got a new phone number, so he texted me, "Cara, it's your brother." And I just think it's so funny that we picked that up from our mom, because our mom will call us all the time, or if she leaves a message, she'll say, "Hello, it's your mother." And so kind of just like as a funny thing, I started leaving her messages saying, "Mother, this is your daughter." And my brother now texts me things like, "Cara, this is your brother." And I know I've said to him, "Hello, this is your sister." I just think it's so funny that we just totally picked that up from our mom, and I don't think we ever consciously decided to do that, other than that it was kind of funny. And now we just do it to each other. Weird. Just got back from the library and the bank, and then I stopped at the store real quick to see if I could find any little Christmassy stickers to add to my stuff, and they didn't have any. Boo. They only had like big gift tag stickers, and that's not what I want, so I have to go somewhere else for those. But I need to get these packages to the post office before it closes. I have about an hour and 15 minutes, and since it's busy because it's before Christmas, I want to go earlier rather than later. So real quick, we're gonna do something festive, and then we're gonna package up these things and get to the post office. So the wreath is up. We put the wreath up yesterday, and since the solstice was this morning, it is time for this. I used up the last of my Christmas stickers. I'm reusing envelopes that are from something that someone gave me, so they all had my name written on them. So I'm using stickers to cover up my name. So that's what that is. But yeah, I had to use 2 on some of them. And those are the last of my Christmassy stickers, so, or like wintry stickers, because they weren't really Christmas specific, but yeah. Time to package. So, in real life, the snow outside, because of the way the sunset is and the light reflecting off the clouds, the snow in real life to me looks pink or purple, but I can't get the white balance on my camera to stop and let me show you the actual, like how it appears in real life. The camera is auto white balancing, and I've tried changing the white balance to different things, but none of the preset things that I'm allowed to do with my white balance are showing it the way that it looks in real life. And it also makes me think my phone probably also does that. This is probably obvious to all of you, but I hadn't thought of it before. But like on my birthday for that vlog, when we were showing the sky and the waves and I said it looks much lighter on the camera than it did in person, all of that was probably because of the auto white balance, and I never even thought of that before until just now when I was like, oh yeah, the camera is adjusting for what it is. Silly, I want you to see the purple snow. It's so cool. Just, I'll put a filter over it to show you. This is what it looks like to me in real life, okay? Okay, cool. My tree is lit. My wreath is lit. Now it is time. I also have a lamp on because, oh, Santa hat, because I have to vacuum this spot. It is time to clean because everything is a mess and I just need to do that. I mailed things at the post office. I went to the bank. I did all the other necessary things I have to do today. So now I need to vacuum. So here's how dark it is and you can't see anything, so that's why you're not vlogging a lot. On the Solstice Walk. And it was just Hanukkah. And we went to Druid school. Although
20 years went by real fast.
Yeah. Although they said some things that were kind of weird, but you know, hey. Yeah, well, it's fine.
Yeah.
What was the thing he said weird about Hanukkah? Oh, he referred to Hercules as a god. He might have been deified afterwards, but he's a hero. It's okay. Okay, now I don't know what's coming next, but there's more up the trail.
Adventure.
Adventure is out there. You can focus. Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Good.
That was, it wasn't focusing, but that was Ohio's most common catfish. And this is a crayfish. Hi-yo. We just got back from the Winter Solstice Walk. You saw a little clips of the luminaries, but it's a cute little walk. We just go around outside and our toes get all frozen and everything. But there's like a little station where you learn about what the solstice means to the Druids, and then there's one about Christmas, and there's one about Hanukkah, and there was one about ancient Germanic Yule, and they do like a little skit with a frost giant stealing the sun, and they make everyone yell at the frost giant to try to get it back, and it's just like, it's a really goofy thing. I think we were in one of the last groups because it was a very small group. They split people up so there's not too many people in each group, but I guess there was only like 10 people in our group, which was not a lot because every station we went to was like, oh, this is a small group. But one of my actor friends plays Buddy the Elf in the Christmas one, so he gave Brittany and I candy canes, which was really cute because we were the only two, when they said come up close, we were the only two that stepped right up to the edge of the playing area. Everybody else kind of like hung back. And I also won a fried donut ball at the Hanukkah station, because I knew the rededication of the menorah, but I learned the name for it today. I don't think I ever learned this, so they must not have mentioned it last year. But a Hanukkah menorah with 9 candles is called a Hanukkah. So I knew the song for the rededication of the Hanukkah because my roommate, the girl that I lived with freshman year of college, is Jewish, and I celebrated Hanukkah with her family multiple years in a row, and we did some other acting related things in the theater with the Hillel group at my college, so I learned the songs with her and attended some Shabbat dinners and things like that. So I was like singing the song quietly, sort of under my breath, but he heard me singing, the person who was doing it, so he gave me a fried donut ball as a prize, which Brittany ate because I can't eat it. So at least I assume I can't. I can actually eat a lot of Jewish foods, but I'm not sure what was in it. So, and then we went inside and had cookies and cider. Well, we didn't have any cookies, but we had hot cider, and we ran into one of my really good friends there with her 2 kids. They had already been out on the hike, so they were like re-bundling up and getting ready to go outside when we came in. And I just walked in and I was like, "Oh, guys, hello!" And we just hugged. We just embraced for like a good 30 seconds, and then I said hi to the kids because I don't get to see them very often, so it was really nice running into them and introducing everyone. So really cool. We ran into some other friends from the theater there as well. When we got there, my friends had just gone on the walk and were leaving, so yeah, that's always nice. Now I am home, and my cat, who is afraid of everyone and hides when anyone else is here, literally 2 minutes after I was home alone, like the door shut, 2 minutes later, she comes out. Like, okay, we're home alone now, Mom. I'll hang out. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I bought these at the dollar store when we went to get this tree skirt because they were in the same aisle. And Patty Wigington, who runs the About.com Pagan Wiccan section, recently tweeted a link to an old article from Pagan Wiccan About.com about making Yule ornaments, like with kids or just whoever. It was just ideas for handmade Yule ornaments, using these to make pentacle ornaments. So, I mean, it's the dollar store that I go to is the kind where everything is $1, which is why I went there for my tree skirt, because I knew they would have a tree skirt, and it's only $1, and I don't have a lot to spend. But I spent $1 on, I've been spending a lot of change, but I spent $1 on these so I can make some pentacle ornaments. So that's what I'm going to do right now to close out the vlog. Alright, let's do this, so we can make them in different sizes. I'm going to try to make a little teeny tiny one that's literally just using one. So we're going to bend and bend and bend. If you know how to make origami paper stars, then you already know really simply the easiest way to go about this, probably. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Oh, that's not exactly even. You can bend it a little bit. Pipe cleaners are very forgiving. Okay, no. So I made it a little too big to be able to use this just one pipe cleaner. But I do like that size, so I'm just going to add another one. I'm going to twist the ends together like a twisty tie to join it. Sorry, I'm not really like doing this as a tutorial right now, so I'm not necessarily paying attention to telling you what I'm doing or making sure that the camera can see it. Sorry about that. There we go. So what I'm doing is sort of lacing it through each one of the points so that it actually like wraps around it. Make sense? See? I'm gonna go through here, through that space, ba-bam. Oh my god, it's so cute. Here we go. Okay, and then we're gonna use this to make a loop. So I'm gonna go around it one more time to secure it. And I'm just going to use all of that excess as the loop because I like to make sure there's room. And we're going to wrap it around the base. So here we go, just adding a little DIY to Vlogstice. I never did an official, like, we're going to DIY Yule and Winter Solstice related stuff, but I just kind of added in some DIY to a few videos. So there's our first pentacle ornament. It's so cute. You could also do things like a wheel of the year, like an 8-spoked wheel. You might have to cut it apart and do different ways, but let's do that. Let's do one. So let's do like, here's how big I want it to be. I'm gonna wrap it around, wrap the end around. Okay, cool. So there's our base. That's our frame, if you will. This will be, actually you could do the attachment like this, like just make a hook and hook it around
a branch instead of making a loop. So consider that if you like don't have enough to make a loop, or if your branches are just a little bit smaller or bigger rather, so this wouldn't be enough to go around it. You can do whatever you want, fam. This is DIY. Do it yourself. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get my wire cutters. You can totally cut these like pipe cleaner chenille stem things with scissors, but it kind of kills your scissors a little bit, so if you have wire cutters of any kind, they are great. So what I'm gonna do is measure how big this needs to be, and I just want it to be the diameter of my circle plus a little bit to fold around and wrap around. So I just need 4 this size. You can almost get 4 out of 1. If you make your frame slightly smaller, you could get 4 out of 1. As it is, I made it a little too big, so I got 3 and a tail. So I need to use another 1 to get my 4th. And we're gonna take 1, place it here, wrap it around our top band and bottom. Okay. Then we're gonna cross it, making an equal armed cross, which is also a symbol of the 4 elements, and it's also the symbol for the planet Earth. So this could just be your ornament, something like that. And then we make our other 2 crosses, making it look like a pizza. My phone has been going off in the background because I didn't silence it because I'm a great vlogger. It's fine. It's like my brother and my mom are texting me because it's the solstice and people have been wishing me happy solstice, and my brother's in town. He just got in town today and he's probably gonna come see me tomorrow. So you'll probably actually get more vlogs this week just because it's still the holidays. Even though it's not gonna be Vlogstice, there probably will be just some family related vlogs coming up with everybody at Christmas Eve and hanging out with my brother tomorrow. So there's our 8-spoked wheel, which is a symbol of the wheel of the year. It also could be a symbol of the 8 facets of yoga. It's also a Buddhist symbol. Lots of symbols are symbols in many different things. So do whatever symbols are important to you. We can make a peace sign. Let's make a peace sign for peace on earth and goodwill toward humankind, and also animal kind, and also the earth, just also everything. Peace and goodwill to all. So I'm putting 1 at the end, 1 at the top. I'm gonna wrap it around. And I only need 2 little teeny pieces, so I'm gonna measured it from the end there so I could use the same one. I just need 2 little pieces. Set those aside, and then the rest of this can become our loop. Cool, 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 cool. Following? Okay. Here we go. Now, actually I could have done 1 piece and just like tied it around the middle. I didn't have to cut these in 3. So, you know, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? I could have used 1 piece for both of these 2 little arms I'm making and just twisted it around the middle there. So if you want to do that, you go for it. Learn from my oversight. Yay! So here's what we have so far. I'm gonna make some more pentacles for my tree, but here's 3 simple basic things that you could do. Let's go put them on the tree. Let's put the pentacle right here. Ooh, I have an idea. This is my spider ornament, but it's really dark and hard to see because it's made of like black beads. I'm gonna put it on top of the wheel because the wheel also somewhat resembles a web, and the spider is weaving the web of life, the wheel of the year. And a spider has 8 legs, just like the wheel has 8 points and 8 spokes. It's really hard to see because it's in an area of the tree that doesn't have a lot of lights on it. Thank you for watching the final day of Vlogstice. I will probably see you in a few days with another holiday-related vlog. But until then, don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, happy solstice, and goodbye. I also just made a spiral because I love spirals, and I realized that with the hook it kind of looks like a treble clef. But it's a spiral.